Namaste students, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JV'n's Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jayoti Vidhyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So we are here to discuss the topic applications of tissue engineering, and it comes under your subject medical biotechnology. So there are various applications of the tissue engineering, but the most commonly used applications are three. One is the skin transplantation, second is the kidney transplantation, and third one is the liver transplantation. Okay, so we will see the other applications also except these, but first of all we will discuss the three important applications. So the tissue transplantation or organ transplantation is important applications of the tissue engineering. So the two important phenomena make it successful for the tissue transplantation. So earlier, when the scientists were trying to transplant the organ into the another patient, what happens? Phenomenon happened that is known as the tissue rejection. Okay, so tissue rejection is a process where our immune system, which recognizes the other cells or other tissue as a foreign particle, and it destroy it, and our immune system could not easily accept the other tissues or cells. So this was a big problem in the tissue or the organ transplantation process. So after the recognition of the HLA typing, that is the typing of antigens like the blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, or the other antigen typing. So after the HLA typing, and the second thing is the immunosuppression process. These two discoveries were important in the field of tissue engineering, and they make the possible transplant of the organs or tissue into another patient. Okay, so what is the immunosuppression? So we give some drugs to the acceptor, and that acceptor, after consuming the drug, its immune system gets suppressed, so it is not very much sensitive towards the foreign particles or foreign cells or foreign tissue which we have in vitro provided to it in its body. Okay, so the skin transplant is the formation of skin tissue artificially outside the human body and transplant into the patient again, or you can transplant the um, skin tissue of from one part to another part in the patient. Okay, so this is possible using the tissue engineering technology. So next is the kidney transplant. So kidney transplant is when you, if there is a damage in the kidney, okay, so you can repair using the tissue engineering technique. You can provide some cells and with the scaffold there and growth factors which can repair them, and you can also transplant a whole kidney from one patient to another, from donor to the acceptor. Okay, but there is a problem in the kidney transplant. Okay, when you transplanting the kidney, you have to remove kidney first, and at that time when the kidney is not there in the specimen or in the patient, the function of the kidney hamper, and who will perform the dialysis process of the kidney, which could kidney normally do there. Okay, so after the discovery of the dialysis techniques, artificial dialysis technique, kidney transplant is very much easier. Okay, so the time interval when the kidney is not in there in the patient, and the patient is on the dilator, so the dilator performs the routine work of the kidney. Okay, so after the transplantation, the patient is on immunosuppressive drugs for few time, and after some time it accepts the other kidney. Okay, so next the application is the liver transplantation. So Stars, STARZL, Stars performed the first effective liver transplant in 1967. Okay, and after that there are very much discoveries there, and there are few growth factors the which make possible the liver transplantation, or as in the other cases the immunosuppression and the HLA typing is make it possible to transplant the liver. Okay, so the other applications of the tissue engineering is one is the in vitro meat. Okay, so using the tissue engineering, we can artificially make the edible artificial animal muscles cultured in vitro condition. So in vitro is outside the human body artificially. Okay, then the formation of the artificial devices, okay, like liver device, pancreatic device, and the artificial bladders and cartilage and bones scaffolds. So the formation of the artificial scaffolds and artificial cartilage is possible using the help of the tissue engineering. Okay, so you can make the artificially grown tissue engineered airways, tissue engineered blood vessels, and artificial skin, artificial bone, artificial bone marrows, and some extent, up to some extent, you can make some part of the organ or tissue. We the formation of the complete organ, except the skin, the formation of a complete organ is a somewhat big deal, but you can make a part of the organ easily. So these are the applications of the tissue engineering. Hope you are satisfied with this digital session, and if you have any query, please write in the comment box. This is powered by digital version 2 Jyoti Vidhyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.